Okay, I'm just waiting for Jimmy. I'll search Jimmy. Hi, guys. I'm just waiting for Jimmy to hop on. Hi. Did you guys watch the episode of Big Brother tonight? Oh my God. It was so much fun. I invited Jimmy to hop on here with us too. Oh, it was such a fun episode. I love the freaking edit. They did so right by me. Love you, CBS. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see if Jimmy's gonna hop on. Oh my God, the edit was so good. I wish they had played a little bit more of the diary room session because I had some fun in there. Jimmy is unable to join. Uh-oh, why? Let me try and add him again. Jimmy, why are you unable to hop on? Okay, we'll see if Jimmy can hop on now. Thank you for saying you're going to root for Lexi and I on Amazing Race. It will be very entertaining, to say the least. Oh my gosh. And I can't wait to share like more of what happened in that situation that we were in on the race. There's so many situations actually. So I cannot wait to share all of that. So I wanted to wait for Jimmy to come on before I started talking about tonight's episode. So we're seeing what's happening here. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Jimmy, why can't you get on? Oh yeah, I did get to talk to the house guests. So there's a lot of pausing when I went in and everything. Like there was some pausing and I got to talk to everybody. What does it say? Jimmy is still unable to join. Why is that? I don't understand. Oh my gosh, let me try again. So sorry guys, I'm trying to get Jimmy in here with me tonight. Okay, I invited him again, so we'll see if we can get him to join this live. Let me text. I don't know if I could text him. I don't want to pause this live and get out of it, but I don't think I can text him and like see what the hell's going on, why we can't get him to join the live. Ooh, you know what? It's so weird because who am I rooting for? It changes like a little bit. It flops around a little bit because I was like, I really loved Keanu. And then I love Ava. Ava has stayed consistent and Will has stayed consistent. Like I'm rooting for them a lot. But Rachel, I mean, I have to hand it to her. She is just staying in there and she is just enough threatening to not go up on the block or intimidating. I don't know what it is, what her little secret sauce is, but I am so sat for it. Jimmy is still unable to join me. I don't understand. Oh, wait, he did. Jimmy, add as a go live with Jimmy. Let's see if that works. Jimmy, I'm trying to get you in here. I don't know what's happening. Oh,
Angela!
there you are. Hi.
How are
Jimmy
you?
is unable to join. I'm really good.
Yeah,
I'm so
Instagram's my
good.
op today. How are you? Oh my God, how are you feeling after seeing yourself hosting the veto comp?
Oh my God, Jimmy. It was crazy.
Yeah,
I knew the edit was going to be something special because, well, before the house guests come into the veto comp, we did a
yeah,
few takes of me reading my lines
yeah,
and then of my entrance.
yeah.
And I had no idea they were going to do this, but they whipped out this fan. And I'm like, oh, yes, baby, I am ready for it. Like, let's go. And I tried
Yeah.
to act all cute and seductive with my charcuterie. But I don't know. I don't know how it came off, but I thought it looked really good. And
It
I
did. You
was
did a great
really
job.
happy.
And how was that theming? The Paris theming and the wardrobe was awesome. It seemed also right up your alley too.
It was, and I have to share this. When I was reached out to by production about hosting this veto comp, they gave me creative. Um, well, they gave me the power to have some creative input. And so I was
Oh,
like, I
that's
would
so
love
cool.
to see like a French theme, Parisian. I would love to see like, they didn't do everything, but I was like, I would love to see like, exaggerated French men with the mustaches and the berets and,
Vince brought the mustache, so hey, at least it was there.
yeah. And like, wine being spilt over and baguettes flying in the air, whatever. But loved, loved, loved that they used a lot of my creative input.
Yeah,
The berets were amazing. Everybody looked so cute. Nancy, who does wardrobe, oh man, mwah, chef's
yeah,
kiss. She did fantastic. When I arrived on the set, like it was so cool, Jimmy, to like be on the other side of things, and not be
yeah.
not have to be locked up and I had my phone. So that was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Not to have your phone taken away, be blindfolded as you walk around, not be allowed to talk if you're not in front of camera.
Exactly. Exactly. But like I went off on a tangent there, but to like answer your question.
Mhm.
So when I first walked in there, it was one take with the house guests, but I did
Yeah,
several takes before they came in.
gotcha, gotcha.
So I did get to like hug everybody, but that was more after.
Yeah,
There was more time I got to spend in there with them, which I was shocked. I was
yeah,
like shocked they let me spend that much time with them. They did
yeah,
say like, you cannot give any outside influence.
yeah,
Don't say anything. Don't, play favorites or whatever. And I
yeah.
didn't, but apparently on my feeds, I guess they were saying, she said your name kind of long, Mickey. Like she was like, Mickey. I don't know if I did that because I love her name or what, but
Yeah,
there was no favoritism.
yeah.
I love them all the same. They were great to meet in person.
Yeah, no, it's a great cast. It really is. And like I don't think they found anything of it, but when Casey came during the Caught Creepin' challenge, we got to spend time with her after. I was surprised. They let her like hang out with us for like 20, 30 minutes or something in the backyard. And I was like, yeah, we were just like talking, hanging out. Yeah. And it was funny. One time somebody was like to Casey, they were like, Casey was like, what day is it? And somebody's like, Saturday. And she's like, yeah, it's Saturday for me in the outside world too. Like, what day is it? And that's where I'm like, it's day 12. But I was like, guys, Saturday, really? But no, it's always surprising seeing like what they actually let you do that doesn't like. And I even called that out when I was watching it. I was like, I saw you leave like quickly after the episode or the challenge, and I'm like, they definitely spent time together because they were all hugging before they left. And who are you rooting for this season, Angela? Like, who are your favorites?
Okay, so honestly, you and Amy were were some of my top runners. Like you can look back at my old like clips and things that I had
Yeah,
said and I really loved you too, but you guys are gone now.
yeah,
And so I've changed and Keanu's always been one I've been rooting for. But
hmm,
sometimes he pisses me off and then I'm not. And then other times I am. And then Ava's always
yeah,
been right there. Will has always been right there.
hmm,
And I really do like Ashley. Like
yeah,
she is surprising me. I'm really enjoying her gameplay. And
yeah,
honestly, I'm voting to my votes for Rachel too, because
yeah.
she is so iconic in the way of she's been in the house before. They know this. They know she's a threat, but yet she's not threatening
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
She's just enough not to be enough. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think
Like
she
it's
makes
so
up for it
good.
with the social game because she plays a
Yeah.
really good social game. And even with Keanu, it's a really fine line she draws where she's able to still call him out as we saw in the episode today, right? But she's also still able to walk that fine line to where like for his game, he should have put her up as a renom, right? Like
Yeah.
not I wouldn't have done that because I was like I had a final two with her, but him and Vince for their games and where they are with Rachel, they should have put her up. And the fact that they didn't I think is a testament to the game she's playing. It's week 8, week 9, something like that, and she hasn't been
Yeah.
put up yet. Her and
Yeah.
Lauren.
Yeah, I noticed even Keanu tonight at the end of the episode, he was worried about her being upset with him. So
Yeah.
was I mean he wasn't so worried about the backlash she got from Ashley when she stood up, which was woo, let's just clap for that. That was great.
Ashley, yeah, great TV. Ashley ate all around. That was a
She
lawyer right there.
did.
Her lawyer came out, and I love to see it.
I loved it too. I thought that
Yeah.
was fantastic. And then just him afterwards just being like, how is he going to mend this with Rachel? Like he's still worried about how he's going to
Yeah.
salvage the relationship with Rachel. So that just shows
Yeah.
what a good social game she has, like you're saying. Like
Yeah.
she just does.
Yeah.
I'm
She really does.
impressed.
And like even I at one point had a final two with Rachel. And my theory in the beginning of the game was you want to bring somebody like Rachel with you to first off, I really liked her, but second off, I wanted to bring somebody like that to final two because I'm like, oh, there's no way this jury, because I knew the house at that point. I was like, there's no way this jury is going to give her a second crown. At this point, I've completely changed my mind. Like, if I, like, I don't know if I still would have taken her to final two, because I'm like, at this point, if she makes it to final two, this house is giving her that second crown because she's earned it. Especially if she avoids touching the block. Like,
How? How? I
like,
go back in that house, I'm on the block week after week, if not taken out,
yeah,
because they
right?
know I don't keep my mouth shut when it comes to how I feel.
Yeah.
You F around and find out.
Yeah, hey,
Because
that's how I
yes,
feel. Yeah, I never held
yes.
anything in. People were like, I don't know if
No,
that's good for your game. I'm like, I don't care. If I have something to say, I'm going to say it. And you know what? Sometimes that gets me into
exactly.
trouble, but whatever. That's just who I am. You
I
don't go
know.
on TV to hold back. Okay, that pisses me off sometimes.
Yeah, it is hard to watch because you know that they have things they could say in the moment when things are happening and going
Yeah,
down, and that they hold their tongue, but at the same time it just shows their gameplay that they're not an emotional player. Like
yeah,
I was very much an emotional player,
yeah,
and a lot of people in my season, they weren't. They really did
yeah,
think, 5, 6, 7 steps ahead, and I
yeah.
was just living day to day. I
I think
wasn't
most of
thinking a
this
lot.
cast is living day to day too. I think some of them are living day to day, and others are thinking way too far ahead, which is
Yes.
kind of crazy. We
Okay.
were talking about
What
jury on day three.
what the hell is that about? What the hell, Jimmy, what is that freaking about? That you guys seriously are planning. This is what I hear on live feeds all the time. When I get
Mhm.
HOH, I'm putting up X, Y, and Z.
Because
I
I don't
don't
want
want
them in
this
jury.
person on jury. We're already thinking about who's on jury week freaking 1. What
Yeah.
is happening with you guys?
Yeah, I have no idea. And I'll be honest, primarily it was me, Morgan, and Mickey that would have these conversations. I'm not going to lie. But I think we were thinking so far ahead because we felt like we built a good structure for the first few weeks that we could really think intentionally, especially when at one point I was aligned with so many of the house and I had to put up 5 people week two. It's like, who do I put up that's not in my alliance? Or, and that didn't come down. So it's like those sorts of things come into play. It's like, okay, then who do I not want in jury? Or I would ask myself the 3 questions, right? Would they put me up? Would they vote to evict me? And would I sit next to them on the block and they would go home? Those are the things I would always ask myself about either putting somebody up or voting to evict them. Um, were my reads correct? Absolutely not. But like the fact that when I left and they started talking about upper and lower jury, that's what sent me over the edge. I'm like, not just are we talking about jury, we're tiering our jury. And that's crazy. And you know what's crazy? They also both told me like the last people we want in jury are Kelly and Keanu and Lauren. And I'm like, well, you got all 3 of them. So have fun with that. Did y'all talk about jury this much on your season? Because I don't feel like you did.
No, and that's why I'm questioning this, because
Yeah,
I get trying to plan ahead, but at the same time, every single day things change so rapidly in there. They
yeah,
really do. And like you're thinking, like from your viewpoint, you're saying you were wondering like who would or wouldn't put you up. But
yeah,
I mean, you're so early in, and every day you have an opportunity to build a relationship with somebody.
right.
Honestly, I think that for me to stay is that I was just, people didn't think that I was that much of a threat, and that
Yeah,
anyone sitting next to me, it kind of became the curse. Anyone sitting next to me, they were freaking going home. And it
yeah,
just became that way. But every single day, I mean, I built and worked on relationships with certain people in the house.
yeah,
So, I mean, you could have done that. And so to forecast, you make your own story. I mean, this
yeah,
is, now that I'm out of it and I'm watching and looking at these live feeds and everything, and I'm getting a better handle on the game by
yeah,
watching the live feeds, you
yeah,
can clearly see that you can get a better handle on things and write your new story every single day in there.
yeah.
Every
And it
single
changes
day.
day to day. It changes like, and what you really have to plan for is just the week you're in. You can't really think, it's getting through this week is your number one priority. And things change, as you said, day to day. I mean, there was a point where Ashley would have been one of my number one block picks. And by the end of the week, she was somebody I'd never put on the block. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
And just like Keanu and Rachel's relationship, they remind
Hmm.
me so much, and you probably, this is before your time,
Yeah.
but of I Love Lucy, of Fred and Ethel.
I love
The
Lucy. Yeah, yeah,
way
yeah.
that they love each other, but
Yeah,
still like bicker back and forth and have all these little spats. It
yeah,
is such an Ethel and Fred situation. It's like the odd couple, and I'm so ready to watch more of it and see where it goes. It's exciting for me. I love this.
yeah,
And I think they are they're, proof that everything changes on a day-to-day basis, and they're just on their
yeah,
relationship status alone.
yeah. No, 100%. And I think that doesn't always come across sometimes in the episodes, like especially when you watch the live feeds or like as you know actually live it. Did you ever watch you watched your episodes back? I know you did,
Yes, I
right?
did.
Okay,
Yep.
good. Because I was talking to Leah today and she goes, I watch them here and there, like I'm just getting into it. I'm like, I watched my episodes on the plane. So like I didn't wait.
Yeah, Leah,
Um,
she just didn't. What did she tell me? She goes, "Well, I lived it.
yeah.
Like, I don't really need to see it all back." Like,
Which is
I think
fair,
she's
that's
just
fair.
now starting to watch, and only because her roommate hadn't watched.
Wow.
So I don't even think she really had. And then who else? I think it was, oh, maybe it was Joseph who told me he hasn't watched a lot of the season back either.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people hadn't. I started to watch a little bit when I got home because I
Yeah.
wanted to see what it all looked like,
Yeah.
but it was a slow process and then I sped it up and then I went back and watched a little bit more. So, and then I've watched certain episodes, I'm sure you have too,
Yeah.
over again. So it's fun. It's fun to watch
Yeah.
because it really is just such an opportunity that it's like, how the hell did that happen to me? How
Yeah,
did I
right?
get so lucky?
Yeah, I
You know?
thought that every day in the house. I know you probably thought it too, but like there'd be times I'd be like in the HOH like bathroom and I'd be like, how am I here? How am I in the HOH room right now? I know you had those moments.
I
Like,
did.
and you were the first person who went two HOHs on your season.
Yeah.
How does that like
And
how does
then it
that
was
feel?
and then Chelsea won a second HOH after me.
Yeah. But
But
you were
yeah,
the
that was
first.
pretty cool. I
Yeah.
was the first. I
Because you
was the
won what?
first.
You won first and fourth or first and third or something like that?
First and I think fourth.
Yeah.
Fourth, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, crazy, crazy. Who would have thought, right? My husband said,
Right.
when you go in that house, woman, you had better like cook up some good food. You better pair yourself with the strong team. And if you can't
Yeah.
join that strong team, get them out as soon as possible. I did
Yeah.
freaking both. I teamed up with Tucker
Yeah.
and got out arguably a strong person
Yeah, you
first
did.
night.
You killed
Yeah.
it. You did.
Yep.
You did. And he's still
Yes.
talking about it. He's still talking about you.
Like, who? Like what? Why? It's okay. I know
It's
he
a
profits off it, so I'm just like, let him.
yeah. No, some people are a little nuts, but I think you handle it with stride and with class as always. But no, watching you last season it was so much fun. I loved like your moments last season were just awesome. You went in there and you gave it your all. And what I love is watching somebody live authentically in the house and enjoy the experience. Like it does drive me insane when some of the people are like, I don't like being here. I'm like, I'll hold the door. I'll help you pack because I've
Oh,
dreamt about this my whole life. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's nice to have those moments for sure. But Angela, who do you want to go home this week? Who would you vote for if you were in the house?
Well, honestly, probably Mickey, and only because I think she's so dangerous.
Yeah,
I think she's dangerous. She can really just go back and forth between a couple different groups. And I
yeah.
think people do realize that. The majority realize that. So I think, honestly, if she doesn't win the blockbuster, I think she'd go home. But personally, if looking inside, I'd want Vince to go home because I'm tired. I think he might actually, Jimmy, I think maybe he's won the crying over me now because every time I turn it on,
Yeah.
he's crying. And I'm like, okay, thank God somebody else has cried more than me on Big Brother.
His BB comic has to be about crying now.
Oh,
Like
it
it
has
has
to
to
be.
be.
But
Like,
I feel like it'll be Jimmy the Lip, somehow,
yeah. Or
like
something with
in
the
a trench coat
mustache.
or something, and the mustache is
Yeah.
just everywhere and it's really exaggerated. So I think it'll be Jimmy the Lip somehow.
Yeah. I think so. I see it. I see it. But I would
But
love it.
they should
I
get him out. They should get him
yeah.
out.
I mean, Curse of the Mustache because Joseph was the last preacher your season, and it could be the same for Vince.
Oh, that's right. Shoot. Oh,
Isn't that crazy?
sorry. Sorry, Vinny, but
I
you
know,
gotta
I
go.
know. I'm excited to see what the blockbuster is. It's always like something we wonder inside the house, and I know you guys probably wondered that for the AI arena. It's always like, what is it going to be?
Yeah.
And then actually being
So
able to like,
stressful.
oh, oh my God, yeah, because you played them before. It's and the logistics are crazy. Like the way it's like, sit up, sit down, move, do, because it's live show, so it's so fast, and like
I
you
know.
like blink, and you're standing on the where you do it, and you're like standing in front of your station or whatever, and you're like, oh my God, like this is it. And
I
then Joey
know.
talks to you, and you're like, but I always used every minute on the stages to like study the set. So like for like, you know, whether it was that first power up comp we did when we were looking at like the idols, like I was every second we were on there, whether we were like filming or not, like I was looking at every little thing, like my brain working, doing the
Smart.
same
Yeah.
thing in the blockbuster. Like I would like sitting there and like practicing with my hands the way I was going to do it. Obviously, it didn't work, but like it did the first time, and you know, I did pretty well in the blockbuster even though I lost it. But
You did.
how many AI arenas did you play in? Was it two?
Two or three.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
they said
two
it
or three.
blurs together.
It kind of does. It does. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie, and it's been a year now, so it's been some time. And some small things I forget.
yeah,
You just do, but it's a lot. It's actually a lot, and it's so
yeah,
hard to explain to people that haven't been in it, like the two of
yeah,
us, where one day could feel like a whole week or more in there, because there
sure.
isn't anything else for us to do other than to sit and plot, think. There's a lot of
Tuesday and
horror.
Wednesday were always the hardest, especially if the
Yeah.
backyard was closed.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know it. But I have heard that they opened another warehouse so that the games are in there as well. So the yard is closed less, which is
It
very
is.
lucky for you guys.
Yeah, I actually didn't realize that we've been so lucky with the yard. So there is another stage that we would go to for a lot of competitions, a
Yeah.
lot of or film the
Yeah.
backyard, but like we genuinely had the backyard open usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So
That's
normally
awesome. That's
five
awesome.
days. Some days
It
it would be closed on
always
Tuesday, but it was always 4 to 5 days a week.
that's really nice for your psychiatric help because I almost felt like I asked production while I was there on set. I was like, do you do that on purpose so that way we go a little stir crazy? And they're like,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. We
yeah,
actually have another warehouse now. The yard is closed a lot less now. Was not done intentionally. And I'm like,
yeah.
good, because it was horrible. But I was always so impressed that they were able to, even though the yard was closed on us often, for sometimes 4 or 5 days at a time. And that didn't happen
Wow.
every week. It happened like every second week or something like that.
Mhm.
But how quickly they were able to clean it up, that we'd have it back that night at like midnight.
Cleanup was always so
So,
quick, and like the feeling of like being near the glass shade when it would go up, and you're like, we have the backyard again.
I
Especially when they would like
know.
put if they would put new things back there, like towels or like floaties or whatever. You're
I
like, oh my god,
love
there's
that.
something
Something fresh,
new.
something new to look at, right? Ooh, I
Yeah,
love that too. I
I'd always
love
I'd
that
always
too.
I'd always go to the little fridge too outside to see if they had put more Gatorades in there because that was the only place they put Gatorade in the house, and I loved it. But no, I felt lucky because Rachel even said her season they had it for like 1 to 2 days a week. And
Oh,
you said,
wow.
and last season they said y'all love the backyard so much you can go live out there for a week.
Didn't want to. Didn't want to. We were all have-nots for a week. It was hot as hell out there.
Yeah,
And when it's hot and you're eating greasy pizza and ice cream all day long, that is not good. That is
yeah.
so not good.
I do not know how you guys survive doing that. Like, I have a feeling they're gonna do like a split house twist this week. I have a feeling. Um, that would be crazy, but I have a feeling. I don't know, they can't lock them in the backyard after what happened with y'all last because I've heard stories about like how worried they were for you guys because of how hot it was.
Oh, really? I didn't hear anything like that.
Oh, so they'd be talking, the people, the people. And they were like, yeah, we were so worried. Like we literally thought we were like, please, like don't tie. Like we thought they were like, yeah, we thought they were really struggling. Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
I wouldn't want to have been locked in that backyard
The
all
only
week.
thing I heard about it, Jimmy, was that people said we were boring out there because we were so like out of it and just like sitting in the shade the whole day.
Of
We
course
didn't
you're
really
sitting in
start
this.
to come
It gets
alive
so
until
hot back
nighttime.
there.
It was really hot out there.
Did they
Cold
let you guys
showers
sleep during
though.
the day?
Say that again?
Did they let you guys sleep during the day?
No, not really. No.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, since it's so hot, I imagine they're like, okay, guys, let's just like film at night, like sleep during the day.
No. I feel like anytime I try to take a nap, it was wakey, wakey, house guests. There's no napping. I'm like,
I I I hated
oh.
Angela. Those buttons would drive me insane. Did you ever get a this is the last time we will ask you nicely?
Yeah, we heard that a couple times.
I was like, ooh, y'all in trouble. Like the whole house would start going, ooh. It was usually
It
about
was
people sleeping.
usually over a couple girls who like taking naps. And I mean, we would have to go over there and like push on them, like, wake up, like, you're
Yeah.
getting yelled at right now. Do you not hear it?
And
But yeah,
honestly,
they'd stay up all night long. So, they were tired during the day.
of course, I started going to bed earlier because when I started to hear the "Good morning, house guests, it's time to wake up for the day," I would start dreading it because I would miss the three songs, and I'm like, I need to enjoy the three songs, so I'd start going
I
to bed
know.
earlier so that I could actually dance because like those moments are really fun because like we would just dance in the morning and like have so much fun together, and I'm like, this is such a great little boost of like adrenaline. But if you stay up till 4 a.m., you sleep through your
I know.
songs, you change your
I
batteries,
know.
and you go back to bed, which they let us do. If you change our batteries, we can go back to bed for a little bit.
You are kidding me right now.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
No, we did not get to do that.
Vince and Ava get to sleep later too, for whatever reason. Vince sleeps till like 12, 1. Ava slept till 2:30 one day.
Stop it right now. No, we never got to do that. The only time I ever slept in was because of that punishment that I had out in the yard.
Oh,
Yeah, because that was all night long and I didn't finish until like, sunrise. And so, yeah, they let me sleep probably maybe 4 or 5 hours afterwards,
yeah.
but not too long because I got called to the DR to talk about it.
Wow. Oh, that's the best. When you're asleep after something really long and they call you to the DVR. Hey, hey, you know they feel bad when they use their real
I
voice.
know, I know. Hey, do you mind? I know. If you could just go put on that outfit from last night, that'd be really great.
Especially when it's 3 a.m.
Yeah,
and all you want to do is sleep. And like, I was like, I'm going to get up because I'm in a room of six people and I don't want them to all be mad at me because they're like, hey, Jimmy, I'm so sorry. Can you actually get out of change and just splash a little water on your face? And I'm like, the amount of times I would do a DR at 3 a.m. and they call me back early in the morning, they like after the wake up, be like, hey guys, we're gonna do a few DRs today. Jimmy, Rachel, Ashley, and Jimmy, I'm sorry, we're gonna bring you in first. And I'd come in and they're like, we're just gonna redo what we did last night because you look really tired. And I'm like, yeah, I was tired. You woke me up at 3 a.m. to come do it. And it's like, especially first week, they call me at 3 a.m. I'm like, this is like 6, 7 a.m. East Coast time. So what do we, because when we got to the house, Angela, I don't know if this was the same for y'all. We were up for like 26, 27 hours before actually going to
yeah,
bed.
that's true. That's true. You're riding on complete like you're just so excited. I can't
Yeah.
find the word, but it's just adrenaline. Like you've got a lot of adrenaline running through. You're so excited, and your people starved because you were just 2 weeks in sequester,
Yeah.
and you're excited. And you just want to get this thing going, and you
Yeah.
want to see who you vibe with, and so you're not going to sleep. I think by
No.
the time the second half came in the house and everything was all said and done, it was like 3:30 in the morning. I think I don't really recall, but it was wee hours of the morning, and yeah,
Yeah.
we were up for hours and hours and hours. And Jimmy, I didn't go to sleep the last 2 nights really while we were in sequester because I was so excited.
Yeah.
So it was like I was already like tired, and then we get in there and my adrenaline's going, and then I crashed when I got
Yeah.
HOH. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah. Yeah.
my light was gone, and
The
usually
pinnacle
I'm
went
a
up
very
and then
happy
crashed.
lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, my light
We
was
all,
just diminished, and then all of that paranoia sets in. And yeah,
yeah.
then I got really dramatic.
Hey, that's okay. It made an iconic moment. And I told you, we would quote that every time we walked down those stairs. We would all just walk down, like somebody would be tired just walking down, they'd be like, Matt, Matt, Matt. Like we did it like every day almost. Like I swear to God, like it was so often we'd walk, especially if there was somebody in the kitchen, we would just walk downstairs clapping. So your legacy really did live on this season. Like we were quoting that all the time.
Oh, that just makes me so happy.
Yeah, no, it
I
was so much
thank you
fun.
guys for that. And I think I do I'm so grateful that I got to go and meet I'm gonna meet everybody. I'm gonna get to meet you in
Yeah, for sure.
person, and Amy
Yeah,
and Zach and Zay, and Kat and Riley. Like I'm gonna get to meet everybody in person, but
yeah,
it was very cool getting to meet those that are still in the house, and
yeah,
just like just give them hugs and tell them I'm
yeah,
rooting for everybody and all of that. It was so fun. But can I tell you something really funny that happened
yeah.
while I was on set? Here's tea. Okay.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Spill it,
Okay.
Angela.
All right. So I'm standing there, and they're in the midst of the game. It just kind of pretty much started.
Hmm.
And production over the loudspeakers like, "Hey Angela, if you want to take a seat right there next to the charcuterie, that would be great because this could last a little while. You don't
Sure.
want to stand up the whole time in heels." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I
No.
don't normally wear heels, so it's great." So I sit down and I'm looking over at the charcuterie, and I just kind of give it a little test touch to see if it's cold, like the meats and cheeses have been
Yeah,
refrigerated, and they
yeah.
were. So I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm just gonna have a little bit of that." And then I had that little thing in my ear, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, why don't you take another bite of those grapes?" And I was like, "Okay." So then I was like, being really dramatic and like doing
Yeah.
all this bit, just having fun
Yeah.
with it.
Hmm.
Tell me why Rachel gets up. She comes over, she sits next to me, and she says, "I'm gonna have some of this charcuterie too." She grabs my charcuterie, takes a little nibble, and then goes like this with me, like, "Cheers." I'm like, "This is not your moment, honey. Go sit down. Go sit down." And
It didn't make the
production did
episode.
it
That's
for me.
crazy.
They're like, "Rachel, go sit back down where you were." I was like, "I love her, but damn, girl, let me have my moment.
You're
You're on the whole season."
you're on the whole season. Let me have. That sounds like Rachel. I will say that sounds like Rachel.
I know. And she's so fun. And it was fun for her
Hmm.
to want to do that. But at
Yeah.
the same time, like, no, this is for me.
I'm
Go
surprised
right
it didn't
now.
make the episode. I'm surprised it didn't make the episode.
No,
But
it
that
didn't.
that doesn't surprise me. But I love that they wanted you to eat the eat the charcuterie. I mean, hello, it's a nice little snack while everybody's doing the comp.
So get this too. This is some more fun stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was going to do DR session. I had no idea.
Did
I
you
was
walk through
so
the house or did you go like around?
Oh, I got to go through like the backstage stuff. Like I could see, like,
Really?
yeah. And that was very
That's
cool.
cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. I won't give too much away that I got to do, but I'll say
Yeah,
that. And then I got to go into the DR, which again, I did not think I was going to get to do, which was so much
yeah,
fun. And it was so fun to talk to the DR guy that I used to talk to all the time. And there's a
yeah,
couple that were really able, I'm sure you probably felt this way, and I've talked to other house guests, they felt this way, is that there's certain DR interviewers that just couldn't get it out of me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like there wasn't a good rapport. There wasn't something special there where you start to build almost like this rapport, almost like a friendship, like a therapist even, right?
yeah.
And it
100%.
happened to be the one that gets the best out of me, and I almost cried.
Yeah,
Like literally, my big brother tears are
yeah.
coming back because I heard his voice, and it just brought me right back. And I'm in the DR, so super cool. So anyway,
That's so
we're having,
awesome.
I know, we're
No,
having
I
all
know what
this
you
fun,
mean. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
right?
Yeah.
No, go tell me.
No, it is
Like, you know
awesome.
what
Like
I mean?
even in the house this year, I feel like they were only letting certain story producers talk to certain people because we would like our certain ones. Because I feel like I was talking to the person that I feel the same that you just described with. I felt like I was talking to him all the time, because I literally would be like, "You're my favorite," and I wouldn't hide that because but you talk to different people because different people do different days. But yeah. Anyway, continue. Yeah, I'm sure that was really cool being in the DR, especially with like the different background and stuff.
Oh yeah, I was checking it all out. I mean, I was
Yeah,
just sitting there touching the sofa. It's the same sofa, and
yeah.
just like reminiscing and just really soaking it all in and enjoying it. But so I'm in there. He's doing this interview. We just about wrap and finish up, and I just didn't feel. I felt like there was something missing,
Hmm.
and I said, "Oh, wait, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Can we try something?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Sure." Like what? And I was like, "Well, since this whole thing is about charcuterie and the big DR moment was me down on my hands and knees, shouldn't I be on my hands and knees?" And he's like, "Yes, let's do it." And so I got down on the ground and I said, "Okay, like, can you look back at any old clips to see? I want to be in the right positioning here."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yep, hold." So he went through, found, the best images to show exactly where I was and like
Mhm.
how I was looking up and all of that. And so we did a couple run throughs, but this is the one I wish they clipped and used, but I guess it might have
Yeah.
been like too much material. But I looked up and I was like, and I can't believe that even this season of BB27 is trying to steal my meats and cheeses. And I just start trying to cry and I go, I can't get them out. I can't do it. And then I sighed. And then I looked at the camera dead on and I said, how's that for a low budget episode?
Angela,
But
that's
they
so
didn't use
good.
it. Damn
That's
it.
so, oh, I hate when I feel like I gave them something good in the DR or whatever and they didn't use it. I'm like, I was putting on a performance of a lifetime, and even for a low budget episode, and y'all didn't use it. There are so many times I felt so good in the DR and I'd watch the episode back and I'm like, that didn't make it. That's crazy. No, but that was so funny. Even just the moment they did put in was so funny.
I
Angela, that is so
know.
cool. That is so cool. So
I
how are you feeling after like seeing it all?
Well, my family was all here. I made charcuterie. I
Ah,
posted an
yes,
image.
as you should.
I got all dressed up and you know, made charcuterie. We ordered pizza. We had drinks,
Nice.
popcorn, and
Ooh,
it was my daughter and her family, and my husband and my mother-in-law were all here, and we rewatched a few of the scenes that mainly me coming through the door because oh my God, that's
yeah,
freaking hilarious. I
yeah.
loved it. But after watching the edit, I couldn't be happier. I'm like, CBS did me good because they did do me dirty sometimes in that house. I feel like every time I was eating, they were watching, you know, and getting zooming in on me and all that shit. So
Yeah,
I was really happy that they gave me a pretty good edit and they had fun with me and I had fun with them and it was
yeah,
neat to meet so many. You'll get to meet a lot of people too after this is over, but getting to meet some of the people behind the scenes, you know, and just like
yeah.
yeah, and I also like gave them some shit because I know you'll know this, but that goddamn catering truck that sits right outside the freaking walls of the backyard, you know what I'm talking about. How
Oh
good
my
that
gosh.
freaking smells?
We would always try to guess what they were cooking each
Shit!
day. Yeah.
Shit! That's some bullshit. They made me so I'm a freaking foodie, Jimmy. I love food. The one thing about me, if you're
Yeah,
friends with me, you're gonna
yeah,
eat good.
yeah.
We're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have a nice meal. We're gonna eat good. We're gonna go to good places. We're gonna eat
yeah.
well.
We better.
How
No,
dare
that's
they do that? And I'm on fucking slop, and then
yeah.
they're doing that. Like what the hell?
That's the
No,
worst, especially when you're on slot. But no, at
they
least
can
y'all.
park. Go
I
ahead,
hear y'all got to order in your season. I hear y'all were getting takeout. Yeah,
dude.
we didn't get
Oh,
any of that. We didn't get
we
any of that,
we
Angela.
got some good goods. I'm telling you right now, we got the good goods, Jimmy. We
Yeah.
got I don't know what it was. It might have been like week 3 or 4.
Hmm.
We got well, I know I couldn't put it in order, but we got burgers and fries because power went out. Yeah, burgers and fries. We got, and that was from fast food. We
Yeah.
got catered an amazing Italian restaurant. I mean, everything you could think of pasta wise, we had. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful food. And then we also had Mexican one night. Beautiful
Wow.
food. We also had barbecue. That was probably my favorite.
The
Barbecue.
barbecue.
The freaking brisket. Oh, God, don't even get me started.
Yeah.
So good. So smoked beautifully. Beautiful
Yeah.
food. And we even got like a halfway point party. There was a
Yeah.
beautiful cake with all of the
Yeah.
pictures of the memory wall on there. And
Oh.
they shut down live feeds and we were listening to music throughout the house. That was the first time that they played continuous music for like an
Wow.
hour, hour and a half. We got maybe even 2 hours because we were like, please longer. And it was just so good. That was the midway point
Oh,
party.
that's so much fun. No, but
Oh,
Leah was telling me about you guys getting the food ordered, and I'm like, shoot, you guys didn't have that at all? I'm like, nope. How did they do that? Did they just like put you guys in the HOH room while they brought the food in?
no, they actually locked the storage room and put it all in there on the counter.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes more sense. That's how they do the alcohol.
Yeah.
Um, wow, that's so much fun. Okay, I know they had a killer Labor Day party, but yeah, that's crazy. We got a few fun treats, but nothing like that. They really liked you guys, but they also told us y'all were requesting a lot your season, so I think all of us were scared to like ask for anything.
We did. We were always pushing out. I'm not much of a drinker. I'll have
Yeah,
a glass of wine now and then or a fruity little drink.
yeah,
But everybody was really loving when they could have a sip of wine or something. So we were always pushing, like, bring
yeah,
us more alcohol, or
yeah.
we'd be like, we want to eat, we want to have something different. Can we please get, well, I'm telling you, it was this catering truck outside.
It
And they
was
can
so
park
good.
this son of a bitch truck down the street in
I
that lot.
know.
It does not need to be right there.
No, it's
It
right
does
outside the
not.
backyard. It's literally right outside the stage.
Yeah.
You can smell it so vividly. Like we would all just lay out there and just smell it. Like especially when you were on
Smoke
slop.
comes over the wall and just lingers in there because it's like a funnel. It's just like a bowl. It just,
Yeah,
oh, oh, so good. So,
it's
so
so
good.
it
I
really
know.
is. Especially when you're on slop, it's painful.
So painful. I
Slop.
didn't know, though. I was watching tonight. I didn't know you could have protein shakes. I never once had one protein shake.
Yeah,
Seriously.
we had our slop protein shakes, the pickles, olives.
I had
Um,
that.
we would make a lot of broths. That we were allowed to make broths like as long as we made it from water based. and we didn't use a lot of butter. Even though we're technically not supposed to use butter, they let us use butter, so that was nice. Yeah, we made like a bisque one night. It was very nice.
Wow.
And Rachel cooked the slop very well. She cooked for us too. So she was like, we cooked taco slop. We had cinnamon maple slop. We had faux slop. Like it was so good. It was honestly, if I didn't have to eat it 3 meals a day, like it was fine. But when you have to eat it 3 meals a day and you always walk by those snacks, and especially on the days, Angela, I'm a snacker, on the days where it's boring and you just want to go and have a little snack and you
I
can't.
know. I know. Oh, that's the worst.
It
For
is.
me, Tucker made really good slop things, like a slop pizza crust he
Yeah.
made was really good.
Really?
Yes, and he even made me slop pancakes on my birthday, which were delicious.
Being a
And
half note on your
Mackenzie,
birthday sounds horrible.
I know. And then Mackenzie made me oatmeal type cookies.
Ooh,
Mwah, delicious. But then they were left open from chemo on the counter with the
no.
majority of the cookies in there that I wanted to ration,
Did the
and
ants find them?
the ants got them. The ants got them.
The
And she
ants,
wasn't about to make more because you had to grind that shit down to a
yeah.
powder to even be digestible.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you guys know how to grind it?
She worked hard. No, no, not at all. We tried to make cookies and we did a really bad job. Yeah. So y'all had it over on us. Y'all had it over on us all the way around. And you guys had two chefs in the house. So
I
that was
know.
probably helpful, even though one didn't last too long.
Well, no, actually we had more than that because even though they
Yeah.
don't, they're not labeled as chef, Brooklyn cooked beautiful food.
Really?
And then Leah, the rest of the time after Tucker and
Yeah.
Brooklyn are gone, Leah made the best freaking food ever. She
Yeah.
needs to have a freaking cooking show. She needs to do something with cooking in her food
Yeah.
because everything she does, she just puts so much freaking love into it.
Hmm.
Like her food is my favorite food still to this day. I love her.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, Leah told me she was cooking a lot. That helps in the house sometimes. Listen, I would not vote for somebody who was cooking for everybody. That's why I was aligned with Mickey and Morgan. They were cooking, and I was like, I'll be with y'all.
I will say Mickey's food looks good, but
It
so
is
does
good.
Rachel's. And
It
Morgan
is.
made something good the other night. I forgot what it was, but
They all
it
make
looks
really
so
good
good.
things. Mickey
Are you
made a
watching my
really,
feeds, Jimmy?
oh, of course. Oh my God, of course. It's so weird when you were there in this house, which by the way, the design of this house is my favorite that I've literally ever seen. Um, um, uh, Hotel Mystere, like I don't know, just the theming of it, incredible. But seeing it, like, and seeing everybody talking, I don't know, it's so crazy because you focus on the little details that you notice while you were in the house, or you're like, oh my God, like I would just saw these people. So I don't know, it's weird, but like, of course I watch. I miss them too. They're just so fun. You know this. Even if you don't love somebody a whole lot, you still bond with them in the house. You know what I mean? In a way. I guess you don't agree. Well,
I don't agree. Not with everybody. No.
no. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I'm sure some people. I'm sure there's a list.
Yeah,
Even five,
I have half, and I'm good with it.
half. You know what? That's a pretty good ratio. Batting 500.
I think so too.
I'm excited to see how everything shakes out when we're all said and done. Currently, I don't. We don't. Currently, all the evicted don't have any animosity, so that's nice. But I know like there's going to be some shit going down once everybody's out of the house, seeing what everybody's been saying. I think that's where it really happens. But we'll
I'm
see.
excited. I'm excited to see
Yeah,
what's happening. I'm excited for tomorrow night to see who's
yeah,
evicted, what's going to happen, who's going to win the blockbuster, all of
yeah,
that. I'm thrilled. I'm having a
yeah,
great time. I don't know if I shared that with you already, but this is the first time I'm ever really watching live feeds.
yeah,
So I'm really, really excited and I'm enjoying it. And that's where all the sauce is anyway.
yeah.
Really enjoying it. But I did want to say while we're here, are you coming to the Amazing Race premiere party? It's on the 25th at the St. Felix in Hollywood.
I think so.
Since
I
you'll
mean,
already possibly be traveling that way anyway for finale.
yeah, I will be. I'm gonna tell them to make sure my flights are there before then because I'm going. I think my travel days are the 20. My travel day may be the 25th, so I'll just ask them to make it the 24th because I'm gonna
Yeah,
be there for a few
be
days.
there.
Yeah,
And anybody who's watching who wants to come to this party can. They just
yeah.
have to get tickets off that oh gosh, who would have it? I think Kat Dunn has it on her social platforms where you can go to that Eventbrite, and then
Yeah.
they can get a ticket there.
Guys,
But
buy tickets.
definitely, it's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
And then I know the next night is, I think, Survivor Party at St. Felix, I think.
Yeah.
And then, oh God, what else is there? Oh, and then there's Big Brother finale at St. Felix on the 28th. So there's
There
a
it
lot going on.
is. There's so much. How excited are you to like kind of be jumping into the Amazing Race group?
It's cool, but I think what's really neat is that it's Big Brother, former players, and a loved
Yeah.
one. So
Yeah.
it was kind of like familiar territory to get to meet these people and bond with them in so many ways and be a part of different events and things like that. It's
Yeah.
really cool. And the Amazing Race was really a lot of fun. And I think it's going to
Oh,
make for an amazing, amazing season. I've heard so much because I didn't get to see everybody
right.
along the race because we were always so separated by
Right.
sometimes hours,
Distance.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and distance.
Yeah.
So just hearing though at the finale, like some of the stuff that went down, I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so juicy. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see it all unfold and be and it's nice that I get to be home and watch it.
Yeah.
You know, because with Big Brother, if you know, you don't get to see what you did
Right.
until it's already done.
Right.
So it's kind of cool
Yeah.
to be, you know, to watch it with everybody else at the same time.
Yeah, and get to interact with people while you're doing it. That sounds like a blast, and I know I can't wait to watch. But Angela, I'm gonna hop in a second. But before I do, who is your winner pick today? If you're on jury and if you're voting, who is your winner pick today?
Rachel.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Even though
Rachel.
she took your charcuterie.
It's not Rachel. Right. What is she thinking? She knows I don't do well with women who do that. Um,
Yeah.
it's Rachel, and then it's either Keanu, Ava, or Ashley.
Yeah,
So, and
100%
I
same.
love Will. I love Will, but I feel like if he gets to the end, he may not get. You know, he may not take the win because
Yeah,
this far he hasn't made a lot of game moves, I think.
yeah.
But he's playing a phenomenal social game. So I
He
don't know. It
is.
depends on how and what he says at the end.
It depends on what he does in the next few weeks, but if he wants to win, he needs to win an HOH very soon.
Yes, but I
But
think
I'm
he's
watching for Will. Yeah, Will's the dark horse. You never know.
you never ever know. Thank
You
you
put him
so
next
much,
to somebody like
Jimmy.
Kelly. Of course, Angela, I love you so much. We'll talk soon, okay?
Okay,
Bye,
much love to
Angela.
you. Bye, everybody.